doing? Happy Friday. I'm home. Yay. Hello, Sarah. Hi, Maddie. Welcome, welcome. We're going to do some crafting today, some junk journaling. Am I tired? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I laid down for a little bit and we ordered dinner. I had some dinner, but I didn't sleep or anything. And last night I was up till about 2:30, so I'm a little tired. So we'll do something today and it won't be a late night. Hi, Diane. So, and of course, I don't have any Friday finds because I wasn't here all week to go shopping. So let's see where we are. I think we're gonna start the next signature because I didn't get to print anything, obviously. Um, and I think I needed to print a couple of smaller elephants for some of these pages. And tomorrow I'm gonna be working on cards. We did the infinity card for here. And so I think for the next one, we were going to do, we have to do the pop up. So we have to decorate the pop up. I didn't print the stuff that you sent me yet. So, what page do I want to do this on? Let me see. I think it's going to go right here in the center, like we did the other one. So we're going to do that there. Now I need to see. Maybe we'll just do the two pockets. That one there. I think we're going to do maybe a waterfall. And I'm probably going to have to, I have all those really pretty, let me get the paper out. I have all those pretty steampunk images, but when Bella printed them, she printed them full size. So I'm going to have to like sit down and pick some and make them a little bit smaller. Hi, Cindy. Let's see. I'm going to separate this by, let's see, elephants, steampunk, elephants, steampunk. I mean, she did a good job printing everything, but it's all like full pages. I'll use some of these for cards. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to be back. Probably use some of this. Use that throughout the book. We can use some of these throughout the book. Do a little fussy cutting. This is just a blank piece of paper. I'm just organizing my papers real quick so that I'm not struggling to find things. Oh, hey. Welcome. Welcome. I just got back from my trip. So we're all like, I'm still a little discombobulated. Thank you for popping in. All right, I'm just looking at our options. That one's pretty too. I like those two so far. Ooh, that one's pretty. I'm not digging the birds. Hi, Sherry. I think these are a little busy. And then teddies. They're so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna keep like all this here together. All right, this is the steampunk. This is all the elephants. And then we have our sewing and our teddy bears. So, let's see what we're going to do. Just want to keep this open. That's going to go there. And we'll decorate that. Okay. And that's green. I kind of like this one. That one's nice too. I might be able to do a half on that one. Alright, so I'm going to have to trim this page on both sides. And I'm thinking if I cut this out carefully, maybe I could use, pick a color and do like a double pocket and then have this be the decoration kind of. And just fussy cut this out. And it kind of introduces you into the whole sewing thing. Hi, Carol. Hi, Carol. Back to back Carols. I feel like that's the biggest out of all of them, of the ones that I picked. So I got like a multicolor, a green, a bluish, and like a purplish. See the colors? And then we have our boys. This could be cut straight up. Hi, Lola. I think we'll start with that one. These match. Pretty good. All right. So let's see. For me to fussy cut this is going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to have to cut the pins out because that's too thin to actually cut. And we'll see how this goes. So, what color? Well, to be honest, the gray would probably look good. All right, let's cut it first. I need to use my blade and trim the inside first so that I'm not fighting with the paper. I'm going to start here. Did you guys see my post? The deer was in our backyard. It was like a little couple on a date come into my backyard to eat. I thought that was funny. And when I got home, my Uber pulled into my neighbor's driveway. And I got out and I was coming up the walkway, and Larry opens the door, and this beautiful black butterfly flies right across our little porch area, our steps, like welcoming me home. It was so pretty. And I'm like, I've never seen one that color before. It was like, what a nice way to come home, like a little welcoming party. Oh, thanks, Lil. I know these are really pretty. I got these a couple of months ago. It's like as soon as I know I'm doing a book with a specific theme, I start looking and start setting things aside, ordering digitals, so on and so forth. So then when people ask me, oh, where'd you get it? I'm like, damn it, I gotta go look because I don't remember. I'm not good with remembering where I buy stuff from. I'm gonna try cutting around this. This is not gonna be easy, this little pen. But how was everyone's week? Did you guys have a good week? If I'm quiet today, it's only because I'm tired. um, it can, if you push really, really hard, but that's what it's meant for. This particular glass because it's tempered glass, so it is meant to be, to cut. It's not obviously it's glass. It's not self healing. There might be something that I probably would be able to buy to put over the top maybe and like try to smooth it out a little bit. I'm guessing. I don't know. Let's see how far we got here. But not to the point where it's gonna like bother you. Like, oh, it's such a deep scratch. It's not like that. I guess it's no more nor less than the self healing mats. Because even though they're self healing, you still see the cut in it. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's see. Is everybody here yet? Almost everybody's here. So you know how weird things always happen to me, right? Like coincidental kind of things. So coincidentally, remember I told you guys I was going to dinner last night. I went to dinner last night with a woman from another warehouse in Texas. I've known her. I've seen her at last year. We hung out a little bit last year at the conference last year. So this year she didn't want to go to the whole golf thing either. So she and I had dinner last night at the hotel has like this steakhouse called Bob's. Some of you may know it apparently. Um, and so we're sitting there and we're just sharing information, and on one of the round tables, um, one of the questions was, I forget what the hell the question was, and my answer was, oh, with all my health issues, I'm able to. Oh, how do you deal? How do you handle your feelings or set your feelings aside in making decisions? Hi, Romy. Bonjour. Um, and I said, I compartmentalize. I use little boxes. I put things in boxes and I put them in different areas of my brain, and I only bring them out when I need it. And then I said, right now I've got some health stuff going on, but I don't focus on it, and it's in a little box. And when it's time to do a test, I take it out of the box and I deal with it. So at dinner, she said, if you don't mind my asking, what's your health issue that you're dealing with? I said, no, I don't mind at all. I said, I just didn't want to make that the focal point of the conversation during our roundtable. And so, I shared, well, I've gone through cancer, and now I have some stuff going on with my pancreas and we have to monitor it. Like, so I was just filling her in. And she looks at me and she goes, yeah, I have a health situation as well. And she goes, it's something called, you probably haven't heard of it, a Chiari 1 malformation. And I looked at her and I go, your brain tonsils are falling in the space on your neck spine. And she's got this look and she's like, yeah, how, you're familiar with it? And I go, funny story. I kind of have that, not to that degree. Hi, Jesse. I said, you have to have 5 millimeters of it being descended in order to have a Chiari 1 malformation. I go, mine is only at 2 degrees, so the doctor's not concerned. We're just going to monitor it because I MRI my brain every year, and that just came up this year. So and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, what are the odds of me finding the one person with the brain malformation that I kind of sort of may have out of like 400 people attending this conference, and wind up having dinner with them. So I just told Larry and Leah that, and Larry goes, it doesn't surprise me. He goes, it doesn't surprise me one bit. Now, she's had surgery. She had her first surgery when she was 26. She had a repeat surgery. So she's like, she's knee deep into it. But I couldn't believe that. It's my thing, right, Carol? It kind of is, right? I think we're all finally like just accepting it. Out of all the things that could possibly be wrong with you, I'm like, wow. I don't know if I'm able to. I'm gonna try and cut just a little one. So this sewing machine is going to be to make a pocket. The pop up is in the center here. We're going to work on that one next. I cut it. Oh shit! All right. Well, we cut it, so it's got to come out. I did watch on the plane that what's that movie? Dead Unicorn or killing something about a dead unicorn. It was all right. I wouldn't be like, oh, let me hurry up and go watch it. You got nothing going on. You need something to just fill your time. It is intricate. Yeah. And again, I'm picking and choosing what I'm cutting out that makes sense. Okay. I do the rest with the scissor. Thank you. I'm not a. I don't care for fussy cutting too much, but today I don't mind. I'm just happy to be home. going to see if we can find a nice purple that's going to cover that. I'm going to get some of my 8.5 by 11 sheets because that's the size we need to do the pockets. I brought two different shades. I like that one already. Yeah, I like this one better. It's like a really light purple. This is really thick. Can't believe how thick this is. But, okay, so there's a couple of things I want to do to make this interesting. First, we're going to trim this up. Because it's got that white edge. And then we're going to trim this up. Now, I am going to zhuzh this side of it and this side. Next, we're going to fold this in half. This is super thick, this cardstock. I'm just going to give it a little trim all the way around, and I'm not doubling because it's very thick. That one we could probably cut a little bit more. And we're going to do, I'm going to punch out a little circle here. Okay, because I'm going to do two side pockets here. So this way they're both the same. I'm going to stamp stitches all around that because I think that will look cute since we're putting the sewing machine. And then we'll put this right here. I'm going to put stitches all around. I think I'm going to do the zigzag. Black ink. So it looks like it has a little bit of sewing. Just to give it a little something something. almost done with this glue. And then the bottle could go in the trash. So what did I miss? Anything going on that I'm not aware of? I feel like I missed so much being away all week, you know? What's next after this book? Okay, so the next is actually three books. Douglas. I guess it doesn't matter. Would have been better the other way. Oh no. Well, I could trim this up a little. I'm gonna trim this up a little bit more. I should have done it the other way. So it's the one for uh someone who's ordering three books for her adult children, two girls and a boy, and they're all different themes. But it's each book is only one signature, and it's not for journaling. So it's like a book with a signature that's decorated. So it's going to be interesting because they're all different. Hi, big girl. What's the matter? You never come here. The black cat said, "Come here. You want to say hi? Hi. Hi. You guys see her? Probably not. Yeah, I could pet you. Well, thank you. Yeah. Okay. I pick her up, but she's a little wild. This one. Yeah. Okay. I'm petting you. All right. She never comes for pets. This is odd. I guess she did miss me. You okay, Mama? She's a little old lady. She's a little toothless. She's missing a fang and she drools. It's so funny. She's got to be old. She's been around for a while. Okay. You want to come up here? You want to come up here? I'm gonna try and get her up here so you guys can see her. I don't know if she will. Come on. No. All right. We'll let you go. Okay. So I do actually have to reach out to her to start finalizing finalizing the covers and, what we're going to be doing because I actually haven't finalized that yet. All right, we're going to let that dry. So that one's done. Um, he's a cutie. Make this into a little corner pocket here. Are you guys having trouble hearing me? Try going out and coming back in, Michelle. Sometimes that helps. Going out and coming back in. For whatever reason, it kind of reboots it a little bit. Because unless everyone says they don't hear me, it's your connection, and that usually like kind of resets it. So try it and see if that helps. Let me know. Yeah, I think it's just the connectivity for some reason. Because it's not my microphone, and it's not it, unless it's the app, the TikTok Live Studio. Unless it's that, which I don't put anything past them, right? Better now? Yeah. Yeah, a few people, when that's happened to a few people, they're like, you know what? Go out and come back in, and that will help reset it for some reason. I don't know why it does that. No, it's plugged in. It's always plugged in. Hey, but troubleshooting, I got no problem with troubleshooting. What if we did like a, well, let's get the center done first. We need to get this thing decorated. We need to figure out how we're going to do this one. Oh, I was going to use the patterns, right? I remember now. Because I do like the four corners like that. I can steampunk around it. We could do that though. Get a little bit of that. also have a die cut. We're not going to do the die cuts for this one. I think we're going to do, I want to see if I have another stamp. I think I have like a bigger stamp. I got to go get it. He was here. Did we lose him? Adam, are you still with us? Adam 112. Adam 112. I'm going to start calling you Adam 112. Do you remember 911, the show? Was it 911? No, it was called Emergency. What was it, Adam? It was Adam some. Was it 112? Adam 112. I have 112 in my mind, on my brain. It was Adam 112, Sherry? Okay. Adam 112, Adam 112. We have an emergency at blah, 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 blah. Oh, Adam 12, not 112. Adam 12. Thank you, guys. I was close. I was really close that time. Let me get my stamp. Okay. It wasn't stamps. It's a stencil. I think it was a stencil, not a stamp. Now that I think about it even more, pretty sure it's a stencil. There it is. What if we use some paste, some lunar paste on here? And just did some cool lunar paste. These are cool too. Ooh, I like that one too. Because that's a little busy. But we could do like the clock here. And do some of this. Doesn't have to be the whole page. Because this is a little smaller. I think it'll look nicer because it's a smaller gears. On this side, do the clock here. Or we could do the whole clock, bigger clock like that. Or should we do this side? question is, what color? Actually, this will look cool too. Hold on. No, stick with the original plan. All right, let me get my lunar paste so we could pick a cool color. No, this stencil is a Tim Holtz collection. I don't remember where this one's from. This could have been Timu or it could have been Amazon, and I'm sure it was like more than one. But I do have a set of Tim Holtz. Okay, what color do we want to do? What color do we want to do? I've got blues. Yeah, what color do you want to do, Adam? I've got this amazing. That's bright. I've got gold, red, pink, teal, blue. I've got halo paste, which this one, and this one. So we got the blue, the violet, and green. Which one did you say? The one you showed me with gold. Oh, shoot. I don't remember. This one? This is gold. You want gold? We could do gold. I don't know which one I showed you with the gold. Actual gold? Well, what if we did a little bit of gold, a little bit of the tealish. I'll go with the lighter one, and a little bit of the reddish, because that's like the colors of the book. I could do that. Do whatever. Okay. I think mixed in them might look cool because it'll tie into the book, the colors of the book. You said what you want. Well, you want gold? This is the gold you want? You said show me. I didn't show a gold, so I'm confused. I have no problem doing what you want. I just want to make sure I got the right thing. And I was just making a suggestion. Is this the gold you want? purplish. The purple. This one, the purple. It has gold lettering. Is that what threw you off? The lettering? This is the first one I showed. Yeah, I could do both. I could do this in gold. They match. They sorry. I'll do the gold and the purple because they match nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because we did purple on the other page. So yeah, that'll continue the purple. Sound good? Okay, thank you. But it was easier to get on the phone. Yeah, he liked the first one, and he thought maybe the two combined. I think that'll look nice because we've got the purple. Let's just confirm. Let's bring our book out. Yeah, look at that. That's literally the same color schemes. And look, it has the damn blue in it that I grabbed. Maybe we'll do a little splash just for a little pop like we have here to kind of keep that through the theme. Sound cool? Just a little, not a lot. I think what I'll do is I'll probably start with the gold and then do the splashes of the pink and the splashes of, because this could be a lot of color. So we want a little bit of color, not a lot of color. So I'll start with the gold and then we'll go back and touch up with a little bit of this, a little bit of that kind of a situation. I like that idea. Okay, great. We're all on the same page now. All right. So I need to make sure this doesn't move. Okay. Now, let's make sure this doesn't move. Why? Okay. You guys can see? All right, let me get my spatula. Since we're doing three colors, I got three. Gold, blue, pink. Washi tape does not want to stay on the. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. What else do we need? I think that's it. Okay. Let's get right in there. We'll do one side of. You see this popping up? Okay, a little bit goes a long way. So I'm literally taking about that much. just doing a base. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's to give that, just that outline. That looks cool. I like that. It looks pretty cool, right? When it dries, it's going to really shimmer. It's going to really shimmer when it dries. You know what? Maybe we'll do another one on this side. We'll do a clock, and then we'll use this to fill in the rest of it. Marianne! Oh, for God's sake, Adam. I'm happy to be home. That is for sure. We're using lunar paste. I've never used this in a book either, Adam. So you're definitely the first one to get it in the book. You are blessed. And again, it's not terrible if it gets a little messy here and there because it's steampunk. It's going to get messy. That's what it's about. Okay. Yes, it leaves a texture because it's a paste. So it's gonna leave, like when you touch it, it's gonna feel like raised, like paste. Actually, I'm gonna grab the heat gun. I'm gonna glue it, dry it, force dry it a little bit. So hold your ears. I want to be able to put this a little bit over it. Oh, I am happy to be home. Believe me. Everyone's good though. It's so pretty when it catches the light. See how it shines? It's really pretty. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, instead of using more paste, I don't want to overdo it with the paste. I think what we'll do now is either stamp or we could zhuzh. Okay, this tape doesn't want to hold on. That's okay. You see that? That's dry. Okay, it's dry enough where I can actually, I think I'm going to zhuzh it. I think I'm going to zhuzh it in the sepia instead of the black, maybe. Let me think. Because I'm thinking like that sepia will look good because of these colors as opposed to like a stark black. I think we're going to try that. Mm, try a little bit down here, see how we like it. Yeah, see that? I kind of like that. And then we could go back and maybe add a little bit of color with the zhuzhing. Yes. Well, Monday will be the next members only for sure. I might do something over the weekend. I will message you guys. I just got to see what's going on. So now I'm going to get just a little of the purple. don't have teal. How do I not have teal? Sky blue, blue, dark green. I don't have a teal. Don't even know how that's possible. Mahogany soot, sapphire. Hmm. Let me see this one again. Maybe this one. No, that's like a gray. I think this is going to be too green. Well, you might be able to get away with it. Might be able to get away with it. We'll do it lightly. Yeah, that's okay. I think it looks good. And when you feel it, it feels like it feels good. Okay. It's gonna be one of those days. It's probably just because I'm tired. But if I drop everything, oh, so be it. So be it. Thanks, Maria. Look how quickly it dries. These are already dry. Now, I'm going to continue. I'm going to do the black stitching around it for a little contrast. The lunar pastes are great. Uh, it's very spreadable, like a very soft, like a yogurt. So it's not thick. It's not thick like a texture paste. You know what I mean? It's a little bit thinner than that. All right, let me put these away. And I think I'm going to do the stitching all the way around in the black because I think that look good on the other one and it'll kind of tie them all in again. that kind of finishes it off a little bit. See how it picks up the light? That's cool, right? I like that. Aloha, Miss Desiree. This one does have a little card. I'll do something with that later. That's okay. We'll forgive you. We won't hold that against you this time. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue this in. And the fact that this is brown up on top, I think is perfect. It gives it a little bit of contrast, which is what we needed. That looks good. Okay, here we go. Ah, you had to hit the Goodwill. I didn't get to do that. I literally got off the plane and came right home. Okay, I'm going to let that set for a little bit. Okay, while that sets, it's to wash later. Oh, goodness. The dad jokes are in. Sorry. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, Joanne. Enabler. Just saying. Um, No Friday finds today, Nunya. I was not home all week. I just got back from my business trip today, so I did not go shopping. I thought about going tomorrow just to get out of the house a little bit. Um, and then I would do it on Sunday, but I'm like, you know what? I'm really tired. I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get up and I want to prepare a couple more things for my D stash, and then I want to work on the book. I didn't drop the ball. You know, if I got home, got my car, went over there, I would have found something. Absolutely. But I was too tired. Hey, that's saying a lot that I'm tired to shop. Too tired to
April
shop.
Clark says hi, Connie.
April, where the hell have you been? How you doing? I know. I'm a barrel of excuses, but I'm also a barrel of fun. So, no, I'm a barrel of fun. Ask anyone, just not my immediate family. Okay, we haven't done any envelopes in here. Oh, you've been taking care of your mom. Hi, girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend. How you doing? Oh my God. Adam is looking for an ass kicking. I'm just saying. He is looking for an ass beating. Is your mom okay, honey? I hope she's okay. All right, give me some more ideas. Thank you, Elaine. See, my BFF has my back always. If I call her and I say I need you, she says shovel, and I say yes. Right, Elaine? You tell him. I don't need details. I just need to know what I need to bring. That's all. Shovels or a bottle. Those are the two options. Sometimes both. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. There was something I wanted to do. Oh, I will, honey. We will. How's the book? Did you fill it yet? Yay! I'm glad to hear that. That makes me happy because I'm happy. Do, 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 shooby dooby doo dooby doo. We have to put another teddy bear in here. Oh, Adam. That would look cool. Hmm. We haven't done any traditional, um, like the corner pockets and all that. Maybe we'll do some of those in this. Not in this. I did just the one, the teddy bear. Yes, I did the teddy bear. It did look like he was behind. Did I tell you guys about the shower? I showed you. If you guys weren't live with me last night, Elaine, I don't think you were live. I was showering yesterday morning, and I look out the shower door, and this is what I see looking back at me over the toilet. That's the picture. Tell me that's not creepy. No, it didn't. I checked. The eyes, there were race horses on the binoculars. You think it's cool? It freaked me the hell out. I feel like I want to do something here, but I'm not sure what. Right? I felt like it was steampunky, like steampunkish, but I was like, wait a minute. Let me look at my envelopes. Hold on one second.
Adam says always have a flashlight in a hotel room. Shine it in a mirror. No reflection, it's not a mirror.
True. I'm just pulling out some of the colors I have. These are all envelopes, but we could also make pockets out of these because they're a little bit too wide. See? Just a little too wide. How about this way? Because they're perfectly square. So yeah, damn it. But no, it's not even worth it then. Let me see if I have smaller ones. Great colors, but too big. This is going to be too wide too, right? Yeah. Somebody's watching you. All right, maybe on this one we'll do some die cut pockets. Um, Honestly, he could care less if I was home or not. Literally, couldn't care less. That's not even being like, yay. He did the baby. Okay. Well, see, I didn't want to do a pocket on either side of this though. too big. Mm. And I didn't want to put, you know how I feel about when you have like a 3D item like this, you don't want to put anything on either side of it because it's just too much. Only maybe an image or a saying or something like that. But this needs something for sure. Where's the ones that oh, this is the one I picked. I like this blue one. Well, I like this one too, though. I'm gonna have to print these smaller. I can't even make them work. I'll have to like miniaturize it and do like two on a page so that they're or narrower, so I could do like bottom pockets or something. Because this signature is all for sewing, and I don't have a lot besides the bears and stuff, unless we just cut some traditional, which I'm fine with. Then I have this one back here. Maybe I'll make that. I think I'm gonna close that one up. There's already so many pockets in here. I don't want to, well, let me see. I did a double pocket on this one. I didn't want to repeat it. Can I make one of these a hidden pocket? Well, I might be able to make that work. Sort of. No. Hmm. Oh, this would look nice here. See, I gotta see how pretty this color would look nice here. I gotta just miniaturize it. All right. Let's go and see. I think the first one is pretty much settled. Just needs cards. Let's just double check. I like this double pocket here. And we have Sunday we'll do the cards for here, the picture thing. All right, the first one is definitely done. The second one, I have to print small elephants. Maybe we'll just do some stamping. Trying to determine which side is the stamp side. It's this side. You could do some die cuts too. Because we can't make every page a pocket either. I'm putting tape over it so it doesn't pick up this one. It'll just pick up these three here is all I'm looking to do. These three. See? I mean, if you don't have to take them off the plastic, why take them off the plastic? This paper is a little bit thin for that because this is the mulberry paper. It's the handmade paper, and in my experience, it tears easy. So I tend to leave alone with just some stamps, not put anything that's gonna put any. Because if I put the gear on there, I'm gonna have to glue it. You know what I mean? Cardstock we could do that with, but I tend to not do much with mulberry except stamp, or I'll glue a picture on it. Now, I might have paper gears instead of real gears, or even one of these will be cool. Let's see. That we could do because it won't pull or tear it or anything like that. These are cool too. These will be cool on the black pages. I'm going to leave these out. Let's see. Like, see, that's a gear. I mean, I could do that. You think it? I think it kind of takes away from it though a little bit. I kind of like the black. Put these on a different page. Let me grab some water. I never grabbed the water. I'm just going to grab a bottle. Okay. All right. We need to figure something out. If we do a waterfall for the third, they both already have big pop-ups though. Adam, is there anything you wanted specifically that I haven't, that you were like, oh, I wish you could do this or whatever? Because seeing all the, the stuff that I put in the books. Anything come to mind? What about everyone else? Any other suggestion besides a waterfall? And I could do a pocket, like the little cutouts, of course, my die cuts. That'll fill these up too, which will look nice. But I've got this last page here that I have, space to do something, and I'm trying to think of, okay, what can we do here? Didn't you say something from one of the other books? You're like, oh, I want something like that in my book. Ooh, pop-up flowers, but with gears. I don't know if I have cardstock with gears. I don't know. I don't know if I have paper because cardstock makes it difficult to make be a pop out. But we could do a W pop up. A W pop up would be kind of cool. Um, what could we put on there? Yeah, we keep. It needs to be something bigger. I feel like it has to be something bigger. And I still have to print Adam's pattern. He sent me the picture of the patterns, so I still have to do that. Let me think for a minute. Hmm. Like you have so many ideas, and then when you need one, your mind's blank. Well, it's also because I'm tired. That's the bottom line. Thank you for the follow. Um, and we do have to figure something out. Let's do a die cut for the cover. Oh, I got to die cut the elephant too for this cover. I didn't do the covers yet of the. See, they're plain. They're plain here. So let's work on that real quick. A large compass. Brad, we're gonna do on Sunday. I have to print his pictures, and then we're gonna do that whole metal kind of looking tin picture thing that Kat did. Um, but I need to die cut the sewing machine, and I need to. So on Sunday we're gonna do the Brad thing for sure, because that'll give me time to get the pictures. Since I'm not charging for the book, I can copy the picture and print it. So there's that. We forgot our little magic envelope here. Oh yeah, look at this. We got our stamps. We got our die cut of our elephant. That'll be interesting to try and put together. I'm going to use him. Okay, nothing out of there. We just need the elephant. I might as well put this one in here. So if we're going to die cut, we need some space. And we have to determine what color. So I am thinking here. Okay. The elephant paper's already gray. All right. Let's see. Let's start with this one. Cute. I'm thinking just doing black because it's kind of busy. So just doing a black, maybe a black shiny will look nice because it'll pop up against the checkered look. Maybe glitter. Glitter, ritter, ritter. Oh, that's pretty. That'll look nice. Die cut. Baby is laying right there in front of me, out cold. He did the baby. Let's do a little bit of, just in case. It doesn't look like it's too busy. It looks like it's a more pattern. There's just a few holes. I don't want to deal with having to punch holes out. That's good. Okay, we got him done. That was easy. The elephant's going to be a little bit more complicated. Multiple pieces. And I've never done this elephant, so this is going to be fun trying to figure this out. Because I think there's two sizes. See, there's a little baby one, and there's the big one. Is there three? All right, we got to figure this out. Hold on. No, I think it's. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google this. Oh, those are for tusks. I bet you breaking this apart was probably not a smart idea. These are the babies. So I figure like you have two options because you see how that kind of lines up with that a little bit. So I think I feel like one is like this, like he's walking towards the front. I don't freaking know. All right, let me see. Where did I get this from? Um, I'm gonna check Amazon first. I don't know if it was Amazon. It was. Yay. Oh, all right. Once we cut it, that's what it looks like. So you could have two different faces, but definitely they go in front of each other. Okay, that's cool. So we can like cut two of each. Two of these, two of these, two of these, and then one each. And we can have a fun front facing one and like a side. Well, not front. They're both front facing, but one of them is got the trunk down, and one of them has the trunk up. Okay, so for this one, so the cover of this one is a solid gray. That's the color. So this gray does stand out against it. See that? It does pop up against it, which is nice. But do we want to do like something like like this? Just for fun. Should we try it? What do you think? That, or let me look at my gray. Because I have some fun patterns. In here. Like, I have like this pattern. And then I have, let's see. Because I feel it needs some kind of a pattern. I have all kinds of patterns. These don't shine, but these are all patterned and they're all gray, which will make a nice looking elephant. We could do a sparkly elephant. Why not? That'll pop. Let's try it. Oh, wait a minute. How does this go? Yes. Okay. I'm cutting it the right way. yes, there are albino elephants too. Very, very true. Let's see how this works. We don't have to keep it if we don't like it. Or rather, we don't have to use it. Okay, it does look cool. I'm going to define a little bit because that always helps. And we could frame it, make like a cool frame for it. He's kind of cute. Different colors is an option as well. We can I'm gonna struggle with the different patterns because you know how I am about that. That's gonna be hard for me. Yeah, that's gonna be hard for me. Let's see what we could do with a frame and a background. background, or do we leave the back as the background? Let's see. I don't mind the background being what it is, not adding to it. Maybe we could add a little vellum just to give it a little pop. Let's do that. I'm gonna zhuzh this bad boy up. And I'm gonna zhuzh the elephant up a little bit too. I did it a little bit, but I never dipped in the ink. I just used whatever was on here. You only see this when the light hits it a certain way. See, you only see a little bit of the zhuzhing. Did we use any vellum yet? I want to see if I have any pieces in here. I don't think we did, right? Oh, there's this one. Okay, that'll pick up the gray. Okay. they actually cover the legs, one over the other. How much do they cover it? I think that's enough. They actually cover it a lot. Like they cover it like, look at that. Look how much they cover the leg. See how the one leg is over the other? That's a lot. I don't think there's a need for that. All right, we'll just pop a little glue. Let it start to settle because then we'll be able to move it more. What do you guys think? I think it looks cute. Let's just get it glued. And then we can mess with them a little bit if we need to. Thanks, Carol. I feel like we could put some gears here. Where's some of those stickers? when they move. You like it, Adam? Look at that. You push this one, it makes that one move. A little fidget fun. It looks really cute. I gave you some shimmer shaky, shiny stuff. That one worked out well. Shimmer shaky, shiny stuff. It does look like a real frame, don't it? It's all about the light. It's an illusion. And now for this one. Don't think I want to do too much. However, my crazy mind is thinking, oh, maybe we should throw some fabric and just let some fabric hang from here. Like, you know what I mean? Just a little bit of fabric. The lalapint is cute. Thank you, Desiree. I like my lalapint. It's a lalapint. It's a new animal. All right. So what do you think about this one? Should we just keep it simple and just glue this on here because this does have, it's got a really beautiful pattern? Or do you want me to put a little bit of fabric of like chiffon or something like that hanging off of here, like for a little bit of a 3D effect? I'm good with either. We can see how it looks. Let me grab some fabric. Because who am I kidding? We all know I'm extra, and I always got to go a little extra, right? I mean, OMG. Let's see. We gotta wiggle it just a little bit. I don't think I have any pieces in gray or black fabric. I feel it needs to be like more fabricy. That's tulle. The tulle's not going to do it. Let me get the chiffon box. Chiffon. Coming up. Cherchez la femme. We could break up the gray, maybe. I mean, I do have gray. I also have pink, purple, black, of course. Cherchez la femme. Can't be more than that. Now, I can make it so the fabric moves and can be removed and put back. You know what I'm saying? Almost like, if you want to pull the fabric out, because it has this little slit in here. So what I could do is I could glue the bottom piece, glue everything, and just leave this piece open, glue it over here, and then just have this little piece to feed it through, and it can come out and be put back in or whatever, like a textural fidget piece. I kind of like that idea. That way everything is glued nice and tight, and then we just have like this little opening here. Am I putting thread? I can. Like, wait, how do you want the thread put on there? Oh, you mean like on the top here? Like feed some thread through here so it looks like it's fed through the machine, and feed it through down here? Hate you. Yeah, I could do that. feel like you said that like a challenge. Did you say that like a challenge? Are you challenging me? Well, funny thing, you could do it because I don't have a machine to do that with right now. But you could do it when it gets there. You could take this out, put a stitch in it, and put it back in. How about that? I'm giving you homework. Hand sew it. Oh my God. Let me get some thread out. Are you trying to kill me tonight? This is too thick. You double dog dare me. Ooh, I hate you. Is this brown? I have gray, but you won't see it. So you're better off doing it this way without the attitude. Listen, I can't make you any damn promises, all right? You get what you get and you don't get upset. I need the baby scissors. You don't agree to these terms. Well, that sounds like a you problem. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it around here. I'm going to wrap it around here a few times so we actually have some thread around here. Loop it here once and then bring it across once, loop it around there, and then I'm going to bring it down here. Kind of like a sewing machine should be threaded. We'll see how this works. The idea is great. We'll see about the execution situation, all right? Okay, so first I think that looks cute. I'm gonna try and get it to this little teeny tiny hole.
Adam says, Connie, look up.
You don't need a teddy talk. Look, I got it through the little piece in there. How cute is that? Who gave me a gift? Glitter Gal. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you everybody for the gifts. I'm really bad about seeing the gifts. I appreciate it. Christina, thank you so much. I like that name, Glitter. Okay. So you seriously want me to stitch this by hand? Hi, Lori. Really? I don't know. I think it would look good if it was stitched with your sewing machine, not by hand. It kind of defeats the purpose of what we're doing here. So I think I'm going to defer to you. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind stitching by hand. It's just not going to be as, you know, pretty and perfect as with the machine. I'm just going to glue it, and then we're going to feed the fabric through here. I can do it, and you know I can, so stop egging me on. It ain't going to work. I'm just too old for that crap. Okay, so we're literally gluing everything. Like that. Adam. Thank you, Lori. I think that was cute. Just like that. Oh no, Esther. Well, I'm glad you made it, honey. It's okay. Adam. It's cute. You don't like it? You do it better yourself. I am going to have to fold it a little bit more. Okay, so that's the cover. That's the cover. Now I got to figure one out for here. Not sure yet about this one. Okay, guys. I'm not going to start anything new because my eyes are burning. Oh my God, they're burning so bad. I'm going to go take my medication. I'm going to put some drops in my eyes. So Brad is going to go in the vintage camera. And if you want, we could do Brad on the cover. We could do something like that. Maybe. Let's talk about it. Because you're going to get a couple of pictures of him in the vintage camera. It's going to be in here. In here, I'll do 1, 2, 3. Maybe we'll do them all. I'm not going to make them really tiny. So I don't know how that's going to look, but maybe it'll be cute. I don't know. But I'll try to get a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 here. So we'll do 7 pictures here of Brad. Can he have too much Brad? I don't think so. I don't think so. But I did have that AI picture where with Chat GPT, and it made a Brad like image for me. And maybe I could do that on the cover. Because it was like steampunk resembling Brad. I'm never going to get Brad to look steampunk because there's just no pictures of him, dressed in steampunk, obviously. And I don't think having him as the vampire is appropriate. I think in the vintage camera is kind of cool, but I'll do the Brad-like image for here, a Brad-like image in a steampunk look. But so let's show Esther what we did today. We did a little bit of stamping. Not too much. So we made the cover of the elephant. He's really shiny. And little steampunk action going on there. And then we did the cover of our sewing signature. And then we did these 2 pockets. Our teddy bear pocket. And then we did our pop-up. And we used lunar paste on this one. So that looks really cool. And I think that's it. That's it for now. This one took a little bit because we had to do the lunar paste. We did some stenciling. We did some stamping. So that's cool. So that's what we did. Thanks, Esther. Love the spine. Okay. So, with that said, we're going to do our... Oh, thanks, Des. I'm liking it too. I have to, like, tomorrow I gotta haul ass and make a bunch of note cards to put in there. I'm gonna try and use that elephant book, Adam, and like take out like maybe like informational things and do more informational cards as opposed to just note cards to write in. Because I know you don't want to write in it at all, right? So I still have to find dad jokes and I'll throw some of those in there. What I'll do is I'll leave the backs blank so that if you want to write something, you could, or if you want to add something, hey, I found a cool sticker. Hey, I this is a great saying. Let me add it to my book. You could always glue it on there, and it'll be cool. Not necessarily lines for writing. I won't do any lines for writing then, and I'll just do blank, you know, nice color paper. So you have the option. It'll either stay blank, or you could always add stuff to it down the road. You never know. You never know what you find in your travels. You know. Okay, today's the 15th. Oh my God, it's the mid month already. How did that happen? Okay, let's do our thought and then we'll do our prayer. And we have to keep April's family in our prayers today. Okay? Okay, let me put my glasses on. When Christ comes, you should know that your body is a temple for the Holy Spirit who is in you. You have received the Holy Spirit from God, so you do not belong to yourselves. That's Corinthians. You will live forever in this body. It will be different, mind you. What is now faulty will be fixed. Your body will be different, but you won't have a different body. God has a high regard for your body. You should as well respect it. It is, after all, the temple of God. You wouldn't want anyone trashing your home. God doesn't want anyone trashing his. It's the proverbial your body's your temple kind of saying, I guess. Um, and to be perfectly honest, I have a little bit of mixed feelings because our bodies go through so much, especially if you're sick. Um, is God really going to care? Like if you have a tattoo on your body, is he really going to care? Like I don't know. It almost it's almost like you can't have it both ways. You know, if God makes you perfect, then you're imperfectly perfect. So no matter what you do to your body, right? I don't know. I got mixed feelings about this one. How about you guys? Mixed feelings, right? Agreed to a point. For me, to a point. Sure. I don't know. Today's is actually for Catholics. It's the Holy Day of Obligation. Um, but anyhow, well, that was the thought. Maybe it meant something to somebody. Maybe it resonated with somebody else. Maybe it gave somebody food for thought if they were considering doing something and now they're not. I mean, the only for me is mental illness because sometimes it makes you do things that is against God technically. But then again, I think to myself, it's mental illness. If you're perfect, how could he hold you accountable for something that you're doing that you're not in full control of your faculties? So I have a lot of questions, a lot more questions that I don't need to pass on to you guys. Believe me, I think too much, too deep, and too much about this stuff sometimes because I'm very logical and I like things to make sense. And I know that when it comes to religion, not everything makes sense. I understand that, and a lot of it you have to go by faith, and I'm good with that. But there's still a lot of questions. So one day when I'm no longer here, I'll know everything, right? Isn't that the one day when when we die is when we know everything. So I'm gonna have to be patient. So with that said, let's say our prayer. Lord Jesus, I want to thank you for a safe trip, and for a successful trip. I want to thank you for my friends, for my family, for having my mom arrive safely as well in Portugal. I ask that you allow us to have a good Saturday, and that we come together again on Sunday to continue this beautiful work and spend some more time together. I ask that you fill us all with positivity and love and patience and kindness, and that you guide us in a way that we will be acting in a way that is reflective of you. We ask that you help our friends, particularly April's family, her mom. Again, our friend Sandra, Terry, AJ. I'm trying to remember who's going through some difficulties right now that we know of off the top of my head. Those are the ones that come to mind. But anyone I'm forgetting, I ask that you also help them get through whatever it is that they're going through right now. And we ask you all this through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Okay. Our prayers have been said. I miss saying our prayers, believe it or not. I have like a sore on the inside of my mouth. Hey, Sandra. Always keeping you in our prayers, Sandra. How you doing, honey? Are you doing good? Did you
April
start?
Clark says thank you, Connie. I needed that prayer.
Oh, you're very welcome, April. Anytime you need that prayer, you let us know. Absolutely. Well, we pray for everybody in our circle anyway, but to be particularly mentioned, you just let me know. Sandra, are you doing your Taxol? Are you doing Taxol now? The 12 sessions of Taxol? Or are you still on the break? Are you doing Taxol at all? I thought you said you were. Maybe I got confused. That's the one I wound up being allergic to. I only did 5 sessions of Taxol, and then I had to stop 5 out of the 12. Okay, so you finished the chemo. So next, okay. Well, we're gonna keep you in our prayers. Did you text me? Let me know about your lymph nodes, because I think it's the lymph nodes that's gonna determine sometimes about the radiation. I was like, I only had 2 lymph nodes that tested positive out of the 17, so I didn't do radiation. If I had 3 lymph nodes, they would have recommended radiation. They were clear. Oh, good. Then hopefully you won't need radiation. Okay, we're going to all stay positive for no radiation. Is it the end of the world? No. But she's done enough to her body. Let's hope she doesn't have to do radiation. And the chemo was enough. Oh, I'm very happy that you got through all this, and we're here for you, honey. Yay. You're halfway there, right? You're halfway there. Oh, good night, Adam. I'll see you guys. For my subgroup, if I go live tomorrow for a little bit, I'll let you know. I'll message you on the private DM and let you know I might go live just to chill out for an hour or whatever, just to hang out. Like I said, I would. Maybe coffee. I don't know. It depends on what time I get up. But I'll do something. Okay, for a little bit. Oh, absolutely, Sandra. 5 hours. No, Adam. No. Okay. And if you guys didn't join our group, consider joining our group. We do get together, definitely on Mondays for a regular live, but then on the weekends I do pop on for an hour or two. Well, last time was 5, but whatever. And we do all different things. So be happy to have you join us. All right. Okay. Love you guys. Kiss, kiss. A big hug from me to you. Thank you so much for your patience this week, and for waiting for me, for coming back for my trip. And I'll see you guys on Sunday at 6 o'clock. All right. Hugs to all of you. Love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.